Bodies have been dropping all over the place in Memphis ever since young Dolph died, and now one of his homies is heating the streets up even more. BEO Lil Kenny came out of the feds and started popping off in the rap game, but a lot of fans have no idea that he might be sparking a whole new wave of violence in the city, and that's why his homies just got hit with the Rico. A lot of people only heard about BEO Lil Kenny after he got out of prison and linked up with Quality Control Records, but he's had a name in Memphis for years, and there's a good reason that rumors say he's got a huge bag on his head right now. But before we get into the hats his crew is allegedly catching and why Yo Gotti and the feds both want to take him out, you gotta know about BEO Lil Kenny's come up. Lil Kenny's from the south side of the city and started a crew called Young Mob with his homie Stupid Duke. Lil Kenny and Stupid Duke were both rapping too, and by the time it started Young Mob, Yo Gotti was already one of the biggest rappers in the south. Lil Kenny and his homies didn't have any beef with Gotti at first, and rumors say that Lil Kenny wanted to link up with Yo Gotti in the booth. It's not clear exactly how it went down, but some sources claim that Lil Kenny and Gotti's crews were both in the same club, and Lil Kenny tried to talk to Gotti about making music. But then, the situation went left, and Gotti's crew allegedly started throwing water at the Young Mob dudes. Then in 2010...
So to me, it sounded like he ain't want to work with him. Now, I don't know about throwing the water at him, but you know what I'm saying? If somebody want to work with you, man, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? If you got the talent, you know what I'm saying? You take it on to somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who want to listen to you. Got it wrong for throwing water at the boys, man.
Lil Kenny's homie OG Boo Dirty got into an argument with Yo Gotti outside a club in Memphis. A dude tried to step in and cool the situation off, but then OG Boo Dirty punched the dude and both sides started shooting. Lil Kenny was there when it went down too, and everybody ended up getting arrested. OG Boo Dirty got shot in the ass and survived, but someone else got hit and didn't make it out alive. OG Boo Dirty is also Stupid Duke's brother.
Somebody got shot in the ass. Oh, man. You shot me in the ass, goddamn. Hey, he's about it.
So after that night,
might got a little limp.
I was beefing with Yo Gotti and the CMG crew heavy. Somebody had already died because of the beef, but Lil Kenny and Young Mob had other issues with Yo Gotti besides the shooting. Lil Kenny was tied with Young Dolph, and he said that Dolph was one of the only dudes in the city who kept rocking with him when Lil Kenny started catching cases.
Right. Man, you know, Dolph, that was my partner, bro. But it just was like, man, before we talk, even though I'm in jail, you know what I'm saying? We would keep a little contact. You know what I'm saying? And then look, of course, he'd be, BO, this what we gonna do. Just go and get home, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Kenny was trying to make it in the rap game, but he still had both feet in the trenches. A lot of people were giving up on him, but Dolph always pushed Lil Kenny to stay on the grind. There was a good chance that Lil Kenny would have ended up signing to Dolph's paper route label, but then Lil Kenny did 4.5 years in prison, and Dolph was already dead by the time he came home. Dolph getting killed wasn't the only thing that changed though. OG Boo Dirty was involved with the shooting that really sparked Young Mob's beef with Yo Gotti. And after Gucci signed OG Boo Dirty to his label, they dropped a Yo Gotti diss track, and OG Boo Dirty raps, "Fuck these rappers, I expose these niggas. All these goons can't hold these niggas. Red, white, and blue, you the police, nigga. Shawty get the fire, put a hole in the nigga." But then a few years later, OG Boo Dirty squashed the beef with Gotti. BEO Lil Kenny wasn't cool with that, but OG Boo Dirty wasn't the only dude from their side who got cool with Gotti. Moneybagg Yo used to be cool with Young Mob and Young Dolph too, but then he ended up signing to Yo Gotti and started chilling with Young Mob's ops from a crew called KSBG. KSBG had a lot of shooters in the city, but they got rappers too like Big 30. Moneybagg Yo sparked a lot of drama when he linked up with Yo Gotti, and on the track Questions, Moneybagg said he wasn't speaking on it and raps, "How you fuck with Gotti? You from the other side. He's my nigga. Man, how that shit happen? Don't worry about it." According to some paperwork.
Well, that sounds like something that just came straight from the heart. No rhyme to it whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? That's just how he felt. Shit.
Moneybagg Yo had KSBG putting in work against Young Mob for him. And that's why BEO Lil Kenny's homie Stupid Duke almost got killed by them in 2021. Stupid Duke was chilling outside of a barbershop when the ops slid through and tried to take him out. But he made it out alive and clapped back a couple years later. In 2023, Stupid Duke and some other dudes from Young Mob tried to snatch a chain from a rapper named Tripstar. Tripstar was signed to Moneybagg Yo back then, and that's allegedly why he had a target on his back from Young Mob. Stupid Duke and his homies allegedly caught Tripstar at a restaurant and tried to take his chain. But then, the situation turned into a shootout, and one of Stupid Duke's homies got killed. Young Mob...
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, what's the point? You gonna snatch a chain, lose your life for, you know what I'm saying, probably a couple bands, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they say these rappers ain't even, you know what I'm saying, spending that much on them or is rented, you know what I'm saying? I don't know You know what I'm saying? 100% on it. But I don't feel like it's worth losing your life to snatch a chain, man. Ain't worth it.
Wasn't the only crew losing people though. And 2 Young Mob affiliates got booked for killing Big 30's homie, Cheese Dollar.
Right.
Stupid Duke got booked for the shootout that got his homie killed. And what's crazy is that he had just served a 9-year sentence and wasn't even out a year before he went back inside. 2023 was a crazy year in the Young Mob and KSBG beef. Young Mob allegedly killed a dude from KSBG named Big Great. Then KSBG clapped back and allegedly took out Mick Moda and TJ from Young Mob.
Jesus, man, this not what the life we trying to live though, for real. And they had to shoot the whole cohort.
Then in 2024, Young Mob took another big hit when the cops came down on them with a huge case. The cops said that Young Mob was pushing fentanyl, meth, and weed all over Memphis. And when they raided their stash houses, they found almost 30 guns too. The cops said that Stupid Duke was ordering hits on the phone too. They took down 18 alleged Young Mob affiliates. But that wasn't the end of the story. While Stupid Duke and Young Mob were tearing up the streets, BEO Lil Kenny came home and started popping off in the rap game and allegedly self-snitched about one of the most shocking murders in the city. Getting locked up for almost 5 years definitely slowed him down. But Lil Kenny came home and hopped right back in the booth. He was in a halfway house at first, but Lil Kenny knew he couldn't do that in Memphis. Young Mob had beef all over the city, and Lil Kenny said he would have needed a gun in the halfway house in Memphis because the ops would have been trying to get at him.
I go to a head.
Boy, you going to a halfway home and you need a gun? Boy, Memphis, y'all, woo-wee. Memphis don't be playing, boy. A halfway house and you need a gun. Just to be in the house, halfway house. Nah, man.
Halfway house. I gotta have a gun because everybody up on who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They know who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? They know who I'm always rolling with. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? So just in that, when people know, Lil Kenny here, Lil Kenny at the halfway house. You know what I'm saying? It just
They coming.
words get out.
Moneybag Yo and OG Boo Dirty might have squashed his beef with Yo Gotti and some other ops, but BEO Lil Kenny wasn't on that type of time at all. OG Boo Dirty also linked up with Finesse 2 times after Finesse had dissed Young Mob. So BEO Lil Kenny started airing them out on Instagram.
You wouldn't be nothing if we weren't moving how we were moving. We made you. You made. Yeah, of course you don't feel the way we feel. You ain't never slid.
Lil Kenny said OG Boo Dirty never did anything in the streets, and that's why he was cool with linking up with the ops. OG Boo Dirty and Finesse 2 times made a track called Real Recognize Real, and OG Boo Dirty said that suckers wanted him to beef with Finesse.
Beef about some shit I done said, like, that was suckers want a nigga to do.
So BEO Lil Kenny clapped back with the track Nadine and took some crazy shots at OG Boo Dirty. On the night that Boo Dirty and Yo Gotti got into a fight outside of the club, Boo Dirty got shot in the ass, and Lil Kenny clowned him about it in raps. When I was a witcher, you was a gangster. Now you a booty shaker. You ain't do shit. Got shot in your ass, that made your booty faker. You ain't do shit when your chain got took. That make you a fake gangster. Hopped in the car with your mask on backwards. Boy, you a real prankster. Getting called fake.
He said, hopped in the car with your mask on backwards. Boy, you's a prankster. I ain't gonna count. That verse is hard right there. That little, bar right there. Not that verse, but that bar right there was kind of hard. Can't hold him.
But Lil Kenny took the disrespect to a whole new level when he started talking about OG Boo Dirty's job as a football coach and raps. Allegations on your head, somebody split his wig. Every rap he ever said was all the shit I did. Couldn't fool me with that football shit, my nigga, you play with kids. Then Lil Kenny told OG Boo Dirty he wasn't Young Mob and said, you gonna stop throwing up that mob, nigga. That's by choice or force. These niggas hurt, bruised. My nigga coming home. Stop calling around asking for his shoes. You in the interrogation room, I heard you giving up Blue's Clues. You said you fell back, but in real life, nobody don't fuck with you. OG Boo Dirty might not be cool with the rest of the Young Mob, but he's still Stupid Duke's brother, so they probably won't touch him.
Right.
Boo Dirty isn't the only dude that Lil Kenny's been dissing though, and some people think he self-snitched about a crazy hit that went down in 2024. Yo Gotti's brother Big Juck was at the funeral for their uncle when the ops pulled up and killed him in front of his mom. Nobody was ever booked for the hit, but BEO Lil Kenny dropped the track and rapped, we come to get you like bounty hunters. In front of his mama, they downed his brother. 556 is hitting at a nigga. Ain't no way I can miss your fat ass stomach. There's no evidence that Young Mob was the one that pulled the trigger on Big Juck.
Okay.
Rumors say that Big Juck's homie tried to clap back at BEO Lil Kenny and almost killed his manager, Cuz Chris. Everyone in Memphis knew that the beef was heating up, and BEO Lil Kenny was throwing gas on the fire. But back then, nobody knew that a Rico was about to hit Young Mob. Some paperwork leaked in early 2025 though, and it didn't look good for Lil Kenny. Somebody on Reddit posted some alleged paperwork from a Young Mob Rico where the cops were saying that Lil Kenny was paying for hits. Nobody knows who Lil Kenny allegedly put the bag on, but rumors say he paid some shooters to take out Big Grape from KSBG. There's a lot of different stories about why Big Grape got killed and who pulled the trigger. But some sources claim that it started with a Double R affiliate named CEO Jizzle getting shot at the FedEx Forum during a Lil Baby concert. Getting the gun into the Forum is crazy. Jizzle ended up taking a bullet to the chest. He made out of the situation alive though, and rumors say he slid on KSBG and killed Big Grape. Nobody was ever booked for shooting Jizzle at the Forum, but a lot of people think it was a KSBG affiliate named J Hot. J Hot ended up getting killed too, but most sources claim that he got backdoored by his own homies and that the ops didn't catch him. Then the situation got even crazier after J Hot died, cause CEO Jizzle posted messages between J Hot and him where it looked like J Hot was apologizing for shooting Jizzle at the Forum. Some sources claim that Young Mob was...
That's crazy work. So you mean tell me you gonna write you on IG and apologize after shooting you? Man, keep your apology, bro. I took a bullet. You wanna come apologize? No, we good.
behind J Hot getting killed though. And in July 2025, news broke that the feds were trying to take the mob down. The feds booked Stupid Duke and 7 other Young Mob affiliates. Now Stupid Duke and some of his homies are facing life sentences. According to the cops, in May 2022, 3 Young Mob shooters pulled up on some dudes from KSBG at a McDonald's and killed one of them. Then in March 2024, Stupid Duke and one of his homies allegedly tried to kill an op, but they had to pull off because there were cops in the area. And a couple months later, Stupid Duke and his homies went to a tattoo shop and robbed everyone inside. BEO Lil Kenny was the name in the indictment. That doesn't mean he's gonna skate on everything. Some alleged paperwork already came out where the cops have evidence he was paying for his. And there could be another case coming down on Young Mob. What's even crazier about Stupid Duke getting caught up in a Rico is that he just signed a record deal too. BEO Lil Kenny came home and got a deal with Quality Control Records. And Stupid Duke was on his way up in the rap game too. They had a lot of momentum and could have kept it pushing in the industry. But Stupid Duke kept crashing out and might never come home now. Stupid Duke was allegedly sliding on the ops and robbing people all over Memphis, and it's crazy that the cops got to him before the ops did. Stupid Duke knew how to move though, and when the cops put cameras up around his crib, they saw that Stupid Duke stayed strapped up.
Man, what? 12 putting cameras around your house, boy, you know it's time to just slow down. That's him right there. And he look like, yeah, he holding some assault rifle for sure. You know what I'm saying? He holding something big, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy though. I ain't know they could do all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know they could put cameras around your house watching. Well, I guess it makes sense because if they want to, you know what I'm saying, surveillance you, then, you know, I guess they could do all that type of stuff. It just don't make no sense that they able to do all that. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, I feel like that is a little bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? If you got a case, then you need to build your case, and your case should not be putting cameras around the privacy of somebody's house. Like, what is we talking about, bro? Ain't no way.
When he was just taking the trash out. BEO Lil Kenny's still free right now, but the beef don't look like it's gonna slow down anytime soon. And if Lil Kenny's really putting bags on dudes' heads, then it's only gonna be a matter of time before the cops grab him too. A lot of people think it's weird that Young Mob got hit with the Rico, but nothing has happened to Gotti and CMG though. One of Young Dolph's killers already testified that Big Jook paid for the Dolph hit. And everybody knows that Gotti was beefing with Young Dolph for years before he died. After Big Jook got killed, everyone thought the feds were gonna get involved with the situation. But so far, there hasn't been any movement from the cops. Nobody knows what's going down behind the scenes though. And rumors say that the feds might be working on a Rico for Yo Gotti and CMG. BEO Lil Kenny put the beef back in the spotlight and allegedly helped keep the streets hot. But when he came home, he was talking about trying to inspire dudes in the trenches and focus on rap.
You stick to the plan, you gonna make it happen, bro. It just set in stone this way. Just stay at it. You know what I'm saying? Keep working, stay at it. It's gonna show up, you know what I'm saying?
Lil Kenny started getting locked up when he was 14, and when he got out of the feds, it sounded like he was trying to leave all the drama behind. He even stayed out of Memphis for a while so he wouldn't get dragged back into the streets. But it's looking like the plan didn't work out, and now a bunch of his day one homies might never get out.
Yeah, that's crazy work, man. Rest in peace, Young Dolph, man. And you know what I'm saying? Big Juke, you know what I'm saying? I ain't biased, you feel what I'm saying? And like I said in all my videos, rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers, man. But looking at this video, it's a lot of things going on in Memphis that, you know what I'm saying, that's unspoken and only the streets probably know about, you know what I'm saying, and probably more to come, you know, with all this. You feel me? Yeah, man. We gonna keep following up on it, man. But until next time, this is Jackpot's Reaction, and I'm out.